I don't know where to begin because just wow, just wow. I mean, it's just frustrating. I'm just frustrated at this point, and it's just like let's see what you say before I even say it. The Cowboy X Factor. Hey, the Shaker Eagle. Yep, Washington's going to lead its division for another week, barring Dallas Cowboys coming back to win this game. They're down 9 in the fourth quarter. They have no timeouts left. I don't expect them to. There's a chance, but I don't think they will because even if they get a touchdown and an extra point, they're going to be down by a point or a 2-point conversion. They'll be down by a point. But can we just talk about how crappy the NFC East is still to this day? Like, pathetic, pure pathetic. If we go 0-3, it's time to make changes. Big facts. If Joe Burrow comes to Philadelphia next week and tears it up and we struggle offensively, I'm done. Okay, I'm finished. I'm donezo bonzo with this team, with this coach, with this quarterback even. I mean, it's just so even if Washington wins or loses today, they'll be leading the division. Yeah, as long as the Cowboys lose, that's how it looks at the moment, which is unbelievable. But, I mean, Carson Wentz is a piece of trash. Okay. Let's start up from the beginning because we got the ball to start off the game, and I was thinking we can see Miles Sanders again. We can see this offense with Lane Johnson again. We can see things that we haven't seen in a while. I was excited. First play was a run to Miles Sanders for a couple of yards. Second play, he broke a little bit further and fumbled. And it was right then and there. I just sat there and I was like, this isn't going to be good, is it? This is not going to be good because it wasn't good at all. They scored a touchdown right afterwards. And I mean, I cannot tell you how upset I was specifically later on in the game. But like the whole first half, that first quarter was just unbearable. Okay. That first quarter was just, I couldn't watch. I couldn't sit there. I was sitting there. I'm thinking to myself, I'm just dead inside. Like just sitting there in silence, like, wow, they are just running right up and down our throats. They are just killing us. And offensively, we have nothing. We have zero, zip, nada, nothing. Going into the second quarter, we're down 21-3. I don't even know. I have no sympathy for this team. Wentz can't throw the ball as reads. Throwing in a double coverage, double to triple coverage. Jalen Hurts time. Honestly, dude, I'm not even like joking about it anymore. I personally am starting to think maybe we should just do it because I'm beyond shocked. We suck. I want a new defense. You want a new defense? What about a new offense, bro? You would think that we can at least be able to keep up with these guys. There's no way that we shouldn't be able to. Like, I don't believe it. I don't believe that the Eagles are just come out so flat. So it's been the same problem since 2018. It doesn't matter who's the coordinator. We cannot score points in the first quarter. We just can't. And when we do, then we can't score later in the game. We scored nothing in the first, nothing in the fourth. It's like, where are we? I honestly think that we should trade at Wentz. I thought I would never say that. I thought I would never think of that either. Honest to God, I think the Eagles should just go into a full-on rebuild. Like, seriously. I cannot believe how stupid and how bad the Eagles are being right now. Like, I really just can't. I just can't. And I'm not here to see somebody somebody talking about Lakers all day. I want to actually talk about this. Stop spamming my chat. I'm not in the mood. It's time. It's getting close to it. I can agree to that. It's getting there. It's starting to hit me, I'm really not happy right now at all. I mean, one thing that the thing that surprises me the most is not even that he's throwing interceptions. Every quarterback throws interceptions. But he's throwing passes that just not hitting the mark. He's not hitting the mark. He is missing wide open people. And even when they're not wide open, into a window that we've seen him throw a ball perfectly into those windows before, he's missing them. He's not hitting them whatsoever. It seriously feels like something is wrong with Carson Wentz mentally, or I don't know. I really don't. But there's something going on because he's not hitting his marks. He's not making the plays that necessary. The biggest thing that I can take away today, though, offensively, despite everything, Miles Sanders running the football was great to see. He ran over for like 70, 80 yards, which was awesome to see again. And Lane Johnson making such a difference to this offensive line. Carson Wentz got hit a couple of times, didn't take a sack. Aaron Donald is still not sacked an Eagles quarterback. Whether it's Carson or Nick Foles, he still hasn't even gotten there. That's something to be very, very happy about moving forward, because these were the two defensive lines that you really had to worry about. But it doesn't matter if your offense cannot move the ball or, make plays happen. Even with a great offense, Wentz just has that mental Super Bowl Foles issue stuck in his head. We don't need a QB like that. I agree with you. I mean, I don't want to think like that or say that's true, but I'm starting to think that it really is. I feel like he's really just trying to recapture what was going on in 2017 when this team is not the 2017 anymore. They don't have the same wide receivers. Alshon Jeffrey's still out. You have Deshaun Jackson now, which is great. Made a couple of good catches for first downs and whatnot. Jalen Reagor made one catch. I saw Reagor make like one or two catches. He got hit a couple of times as well. I didn't see much from him. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the one time that he got targeted, he dropped a first down completion. Dropped the third down completion. That would have moved the chains. And don't even get me started on the interception in the third quarter when you were down 21. At this point, it's 21-16. 21-16. That was the score. And you're driving down the field, and Carson Wentz throws into double coverage, and not even into double coverage. He throws into double coverage to, of all people, J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the one wide receiver outside of maybe John Hightower that will not fight for the ball. The ball was behind a little bit, and there was definitely a window to get it in, and he missed it, but there was no attempt in trying to fight for that ball. Like, wow. Would I tank for Trevor Lawrence? Honestly, I don't know. Because Jalen Hurts is talent if we want to use him, but I can't deal with it. Fire Jim and the OC that was helping Doug. I wouldn't fire Jim Schwartz, but I would there is no offensive coordinator, by the way. It's Doug Peterson's offense. He's, along with the help of a bunch of other people, he's making this offense his own way. That's what he's doing. It's not like it's an offensive coordinator calling the shots. It's Doug Peterson doing what Doug Peterson does. Wentz also missed Zach Ertz wide open in the end zone in the second quarter, and he also missed Dallas Goedert wide open in the third quarter for a touchdown. Like, what's happening here? What's happening here? And during my live stream, the second interception, which it was garbage time, it doesn't matter, but it's still really bad. That interception, he steps up in the pocket, he's running towards Sanders, and he throws it, and he airmails it, overshooting him so badly. And it was a diving interception. Whether he truly got possession of it, we can't really ever tell, but the call on the field stood. It was an interception regardless. Terrible throw by Carson Wentz. Foles is better than Wentz. Garcia stunts. Why am I actually joining you guys talking about this? About actually not even just joining, agreeing with you guys about this. You're done. This is embarrassing. It is. It really is. I mean, that's why I put it in the title of the video. Wentz is making mistakes he didn't even make in his rookie year. That's scary. And said exactly the point. Max Kellerman at ESPN, he always spoke about how Carson Wentz was regressing back in 2018 and 2019. And we were looking at him like, are you crazy? He's been carrying the team when he's out there. He's been hurt. His team's been hurt, all this, blah, 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 blah. He's talked about how his reads are off, how he's not accurate, and things like that. It's like he was predicting the future for him, because that's where he is now. And if he were to be arguing that right now, I would 100% agree with him, because now Carson Wentz, 2 touchdowns to 4 interceptions. And today, I can bet you, let's look at his quarterback ratio, actually. Why not? I have my phone here. Let's look at it. You guys ready to hear it? And the Giants lost, so we're tied with the Giants. We're tied with the Giants. But let's see stats. Carson Wentz, 26 completions for 43 out of 43 pass attempts, 9 yards average per attempt, 2 interceptions. He had a rushing touchdown, which is great, wonderful. Who gives a shit? And his quarterback rating was 56.5. Now, if you didn't know, the quarterback rating is a scale from 0 to 100. The best that we've seen, or not even 0 to 100, it goes beyond that. We've seen perfect passer ratings of 118.3, and Carson got a 55.6. Let's look at Dak Prescott, who's still currently playing right now. Dak Prescott's current quarterback rating is 115.1, and he is losing right now. And let's compare him to the other 0-2 team, the New York Giants. Let's compare him to Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones had a 68.9. Let that sink in. Carson Wentz had a worse quarterback rating today than Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones, who was shut out for the majority of the game with a are you joking me? Dak Prescott's out. He got a concussion. Wait, really? I wasn't even paying attention because I'm talking so much because of being furious. Wait, really? Wentz had no one in 2016 and looked like the second coming of Brady. 2017, he looked like the GOAT, and then everything fell off. Yeah, I don't know if that's just because of the torn ACL injury or what, but yeah, it's bad. Laurie has to bump in and get an offensive coordinator. Laurie has to bump in and rebuild this team from the ground up, it seems. Yeah, I don't know about Dak Prescott getting a concussion. I didn't see anything along those lines. If he did, then I missed it, and I don't know. Because here, let me look at the game real quick. They're coming back from commercial. And no, Dak Prescott's still on the field. That he's right there. He's still playing. And he just nearly threw a touchdown, but there's pass interference. Regardless, the fact of the matter is that Carson Wentz today, once again, is the reason why the Eagles lost. Because despite the turnover early on, they were back on a roll. They were back within 5 points. On 1st down and 10, he throws an interception in the end zone, trying to throw of all people to J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. And not only trying to do that, but he tried to force it into double coverage and threw it behind. If he throws that towards where J.J. Arcega-Whiteside actually is, then guess what? That's most likely a touchdown. And if anything, that's an incompletion, not an interception. You gave him the chance to intercept that ball by throwing it behind him like that. I legitimately cannot believe what I saw today. I don't think it's the ACL. It's in his head, and Prescott went to the blue tent, but he must have gotten cleared. Yeah, because he's still in. That's scary, though. Concussions are scary. Yeah, imagine losing to Jared Goff, the guy he was compared to. There's nothing wrong with that because they were both top picks. And they've both been to Super Bowls, technically. Carson Wentz's team has been to a Super Bowl. Jared Goff has been to a Super Bowl. So they both had success. But there's one glaring difference between the two is that Jared Goff is right now the better quarterback compared to Wentz. And yeah, even Cowboy X Factor, Jared Goff is 2-0 against Dak Prescott and Carson Wentz from the 2016 draft this year. Yeah, he is. He's bested them both, and he's done that without making any turnovers or doing too much. And that's the thing. Prescott is doing way too much because, one, he wants a contract, and two, as much as Zeke Elliott is as great as he is, I mean, come on, guys. He throws way too much, and it's the same thing with Wentz. I still think Wentz watched Mahomes in 2018, and Wentz tried to turn his game into his own. Maybe, who knows? And if that's the case, then that's really sad because you can't be doing that. You cannot be doing that. Like that. That's the thing with, like, for example, Donovan McNabb trying to turn him into a passing quarterback. That's just not who he is. You can't try and make him what he isn't. He likes to scramble. He likes to extend the plays. Carson Wentz, as much as I don't like Brett Favre that much, resembled Brett Favre in that he can run if he wants to or if he needs to, and if he needs to, he can extend the play. That's something that those two had in common, along with the freaking powerful arm that they have. But my God, is he really like Brett Favre when it comes to turnovers and inconsistency with accuracy. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable, and I'm seeing it now this year more than ever, and I can't believe it. Your team is down 2, but yeah, I doubt they get an onside kick because that's hard to execute. Yeah, I'm watching it. It's muted because I'm talking about the Eagles game. I just want to see if they lose, and it's also just on Fox. It's what they're doing before they do their post-game show for me. But this was a frustrating game today. This was very frustrating, and I, for one, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling done with both the Eagles, both Carson Wentz now. I'm not happy with it. And yeah, I respect the fact that they managed to come back. I agree, but they were not playing very good, and neither were the Eagles. The NFC East is now the NFC least for a third time in 5 years. Are you guys happy about that? 2015, 2019, and 2020. Those 3 seasons have been abysmal for the NFC East, and it's gonna happen again. Yeah, they gave it their all, but it's not how they started. When I was watching the Eagles and I checked the Cowboys game and I saw that you guys were losing 20-0 going into the second quarter, I was like, "What? Are you kidding?" Like I picked the Falcons to win, but I didn't think they were gonna win like that. And of course, now ever since the 20-0, they've been outscored 37-19, but that doesn't matter because they're still winning. But I wish I could say the same about my Eagles, but hey, Cowboy X Factor and everybody here on the bright side, the Cardinals are already beating Washington 7-0. And the NFC East really does suck. Seeing Wentz like this makes me emotional. What was up with our front 7 and Nathan Gary? My God. Yeah, wait, did they get it? Did the Cowboys just get it? The Cowboys got the onside kick. Oh my God, you're joking. Holy crap. Comeback of the century, potentially? Wow. That's crazy. But yeah, when seeing him like this, man, and the front 7 was completely just owned. Like they really were owned today. Like it was unbelievable. I can't believe it. And Nathan Gary got burnt so many times. Whatever, man. Guess we didn't need linebackers, right? We really didn't need linebackers, apparently. According to Howie Roseman and all of them. No linebackers needed. Falcons are the kings of blowing leads. They are. They are. But, I mean, hey. We're kind of right there with them in the sense that we're just being really bad. Man. That was a bad throw by Prescott. All right, well, you know what? I don't really have the energy to talk about this game any longer. It's been almost 20 minutes. If you guys had anything else you want to talk about, let it be. I'm going to run it up to 20 minutes, and then I'm going to hop off and probably make another video discussing my distaste for, right now, Carson Wentz and Doug Peterson. But if anything else, have at it. This is a bad year for Philly teams. Yes, but at least none of the Philly teams looked as bad as the Eagles do right now. At least the Phillies are going to make the playoffs potentially. At least the Flyers not only made the playoffs, but they were also, I don't know, I mean, they almost made it to the Stanley Cup, the finals for the Stanley Cups. I mean, think about that. And then not only that, but then the Sixers, at least they were in the playoffs, you know. But yeah, this is just bad. Everything's bad. It's whatever though, man. At this point, it is whatever. All right, I'm gonna call it quits, y'all. I'll see you all in the next stream or video. Peace out. Have a good rest of your Sunday, guys.